Welcome back in. Tailgating with Chef Dave. This week, week 7, we're talking Detroit and Miami. When we think of Miami, Jason, what are some of the foods that come to mind when you think of Miami?
I mean, Miami's got that whole Caribbean population, so I mean the number one thing is Cubanos. I mean, who doesn't like a Cubano?
And you know, with the Cuban cuisine, there's a lot of Spanish influence, but definitely one of the things that's most popular and something that we can do tailgating is a Cuban. So today we have the setup for a traditional Cuban, or you can do Americanized, which traditionally a Cuban is just the pork loin, the ham, the Swiss, some yellow mustard I think we got over here somewhere. Right here. All right, we moved it.
I stole it.
No big deal. And the Swiss cheese, if you will, on the Cuban bun, pressed, kind of crispy and grilled, real nice. What we did, or what we're gonna do, is we're gonna show you how to roast off this pork loin. So Jason will grab this pork loin, and he's gonna tell you what he's doing with the pork loin. And I'm gonna watch him while he teaches us how to roast the pork loin. You can do the pork loin ahead of time, right? And have it ready to go, slice it up day of when you're building to make your sandwiches at your tailgate. So you have something to wow the people with, right? Something fun to do. So tell us what you got going on there, Jason.
So I'm going to do a pork loin for a Cubano. So, you know, a big ingredient in Cubano is mustard. So I'm going to use a little bit of mustard as a binder for this. So I'm going to take this pork loin, take some of this yellow mustard, rub the whole thing with it.
Now,
you don't need a ton.
We're going to get a lot of these questions. We're going to go, mustard, is it going to taste like mustard? Tell them.
You won't even taste the mustard in this. So I only use the mustard because it's an end ingredient as well. But the pork is you're not going to taste it all. So I got some parsley here, garlic, thyme, some nice herbs. Oops, mustard's in the way. And then my salt and pepper is right here. Liberally season your pork. It's on the outside. It's best to do this the night before.
Most definitely. So you start your tailgate earlier in the week, get your pork loin from your butcher shop, maybe Monday or Tuesday. Season this bad boy up around Wednesday or Thursday. You can roast it Friday morning, have it ready to go Saturday or Sunday, whether you got the college or the pro tailgate going on, you can have that bad boy. Now, a couple different things you can think. You can either roast it at home or you can do this right after your tailgate. You're getting it early, you're hanging out for a few hours anyway.
It's not a huge piece of meat, so
not at all. So we can sear that bad boy on our grill, we can close the grill top, we can cover it up, we can smoke it on site, we can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I mean, charcoal grill would be perfect, right? Like you can control the temperature, kind of move it around a little bit.
A couple wood chips in there, some smoke would go really good in that.
Beautiful. So we take this pork loin roast, and Jason, I'm gonna slide this over here. Look at that. And we're gonna build one of these bad boys for you. Now, this is our finished product. Show them what you got going on there.
So this is our pork loin. It's not well done all the way through. We're gonna cook it some more, so you know you want to cook it like medium. So we have our pork loin that's done. We have a nice soft white bread. We're gonna put some mustard on there.
Now
This
I have
is
a
where
quick
you're gonna
question.
Yeah.
Back to the pork loin. How long, or to what temp are you thinking we should cook this pork loin?
I would cook this to like 130. That'll give you right about medium after it rests.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you let it rest for a while before you slice it.
Right, and then even reheating, right?
Yeah.
You still have some room for like
Yep.
you said, bringing it up to temperature. And this is really good. Michigan raised all natural pork. You're not going to have too much problem with undercooking, if you will. The pickles that we chose today, we got these butchery sweet flame pickles, which are pretty much a thin sliced sweet pickle that have some jalapenos in there. So you can kind of spice it up a little bit with the jalapenos and the pickle, kind of however you want to do. Jason's building his idea of a beautiful Cubano. When he does that, I'm going to show you over here. You can just take one of these bad boys to task, right? You can get a press. You can even use a cast iron skillet if you don't have a little flat top on your grill, or you don't have a flat top grill for your tailgate. And I like to have something to cover it up. So what we do is, when you get that bad boy ready, like Jason's rolling there and getting it rocking and rolling and whatnot, you take that bad boy when it's closed. You can either spray it with a little bit of your handy nonstick spray or a little bit of oil on either side of your bread. You literally put it on a nice hot side of your flat top grill. Boom, just like that. We press that bad boy with this press real good, and you kind of let that thing sear. And once it gets a good sear on that one side, flip it over, right? Look at this, on this finished one, I'll just show you. And you put the lid on there, pull it to your cooler side or not as hot side, and kind of let that cook a little bit. It'll melt that cheese and get everything kind of ooey and gooey inside there. Today with our Cubano sandwiches, we got some tortillas and some black bean and corn salsa to go with there. But don't forget, week 7, tailgating with Chef Dave. Chef Jason Hayden's here with us. Seems like you've been hanging with me most of the season. Kind of fun.
To.
Teach
When
me
I
and
can
teach
make it in
everyone
there.
how to cook. Let's cut into this bad boy. So we got the Lions, like I said, Lions and Miami. Hope the Lions fare better than my Spartans. You know, U of M did really good yesterday. That was a fun tailgate yesterday, getting out there with the people in Ann Arbor. But back to what we got going on here. Check us out, YouTubing. Check us out, Tailgating with Chef Dave on YouTube. Week number 7, Cubans.